You're going to notice on the stitch plate of your machine that everything is marked in metric. Now, if you are watching this video in the United States, you're going to find that, well, where is my, say, 5/8 inch mark or my 1/4 or 1/2 inch? Well, you can always just take your needle, sink it down, and use a seam guide or something to then measure over. So, for example, a 15 millimeter line on this throat plate is about 5/8 of an inch. And so that will give you an idea of where to guide your fabric. Now, if that is not going to work for you, you can purchase an American made a throat plate that is got the inches and metric on it. Actually, nope, just the inches. So you eliminate all the metric on here. But it's got your half, your 3/4, and everything, even a 45-degree angle. So if you're ever sewing corner to corner on a project, that is really, really nice. You also are going to have something I use quite a bit is a seam guide. This comes with your machine and it can be help. So if you need a seam that is wider than your throat plate, it just fits into the back part. There's an opening that will go in there. And then that way, if you're running multiple rows of stitches, you're doing kind of like a channel quilting here. Let me bring my needle back up. If I'm doing, here, we'll set this over here for just a basic straight stitch. And then if I have a hem that's say 2 inches, I can set that at 2 inches. And then all I do is just keep my eye over here, and that's going to keep it running perfectly straight. Then, if I have another row that I need to sew right next to it, then I can bring that on over. Here, we'll pretend it's a little smaller here. Maybe an inch away, measure that out, set that down. There. And then all I have to do is keep my eye right on the line going underneath that seam guide, and that will keep those lines perfectly parallel as I sew. I do not naturally sew straight. I always need some type of guide, a guide on the foot, a guide on the plate, or a guide that is attached to the machine. That's how it makes me look more professional when I sew. Otherwise, I get crooked seams. So you can see that's such a handy thing to have.